go.
Okay, so talking to Tyler here. Just a quick little addition to this video on plenishing, which is getting rid of these little hammer marks. Just going to walk you through it really quick. Not going to go too overboard because I've still got some dishing to do on this beastie. But the idea of plenishing is, what you want to do is just, I'll use this big old beast down here. You can use a smaller one. I've got another one set up close by, just for scale. It's pretty small. But for rough plenishing, I like using this one. And the idea of plenishing is lay off with the force. At this point, you want to use nice light hammer blows. Now, when you hear that dull sound, you're going to hear two different sounds here. I'm going to do it on purpose. You're going to hear this, which means that you're flattened up against, and then you're going to hear dull, which I'm hoping this comes across on that camera, the sound differences. What the dull sound tells you is either you've got a high spot that you have to knock down, or you're not rested properly against the stump. So check for that when you hear that. Again, very light hammer blows. So, what I've done is I've planished this little area here. I'm just going to quickly buff it, and I'm going to show you on camera what that'll look like. So that's that plenished area with just a bit of sanding. And now to buff it. You can get it pretty much like a mirror in very short order. Any rounded hard surface that's the right size will do. Anywhere from here to a large trailer hitch will work. Large trailer hitch is a little harder to use, but we're going to do that. Just going to move the camera here quick. That should be good there. That goes. Awesome. So I'll just show you on this area here. You can see there's a couple of little raised dents there. Notice my blows are really light.
Try going standing on that side of the stump.
Yeah, you'll notice my blows are very, very lightweight. And I'm using a very small hammer. No small hammer jokes. Okay, so that area is now plenished. Right beside where I was working. Plenishing shouldn't take too terribly long. The reason that we're using these hammers with polished heads, etc., is because if you don't, I'm just going to use a raw hammer here and a piece of scrap. Just happen to have a reject meat cop here. You're going to get dents like that. I don't know how well that's showing up in the light. But without that polished head on that hammer, you're going to get those dents, and then plenishing that out, it's just going to take forever and ever and ever, and you're really not going to be too impressed with what you end up with. So,
you want to talk about hammering with your shoulder and your elbow instead of...
Right, and Tyler wanted me to go over technique quickly. I'm just going to do this with this knee cuff here. the heck, the thing needs to be done anyway. So, basic technique. Don't swing like a carpenter. You see a lot of guys, they try and do this and they're out here and they're using their arm. You want to stand over your work, your shoulder should be at a direct line down from your work. And when you're doing it, use shoulder power rather than the power of your arm. And that'll get you a lot further, a lot faster, and you'll be able to go a lot longer without getting tired. And as you can see, it goes fairly quick when you're using the right technique. You get more power imparted into each blow and you get a little further. That's it.